Hello and welcome back, everybody, to a new live stream. So it is Tuesday, the 18th of June. And of course, we are going to run through the Bitcoin technical analysis, and we will also take a look at some other technical analysis that any of you guys want to look at as well. So make sure that you put anything in the chat that you want me to look at as well. So we will jump straight on into it. But before we do, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe, of course, if you are new as well, and turn that bell notification on so that you never ever miss another upload, because sometimes we do live live trading on this channel, just to show you some past examples. Right, this was a long trade that we took here, okay, and in the next stream, right, you can see that this was, of course, a profitable trade, right? Then there was a short trade from there, but that happened when I was asleep, so I didn't take that. And then we had a long trade from here, which I opened up again live on the stream. Okay, that was a profitable trade as well. As you can see right here, okay, we took that trade live. That came up to our TP there where we took profit. And then after that, I took a short trade, okay, which was given to the team on the Visionary Discord. I wasn't live when I entered into the short, but I gave it to the team on the Visionary Discord. And as you can see, that was a profitable trade. Then I opened up this long trade here, right? This long trade here, which was a profitable long trade. Okay, of course, this one I opened up live on stream as well. And I don't believe it was that one. That long trade, no, it wasn't that long trade, but that was a profitable trade in itself as well. So make sure if you haven't subscribed already, you subscribe, turn that bell notification on so that you never miss any of these live streams, because sometimes we are taking trades live in the time as well. Now, today's been a pretty boring day for myself anyway, to be honest with you, because I haven't actually taken any trades. I'm just waiting patiently for the best trade setups, right? And I just don't see it. Okay, of course, I did try and take a long trade. I did try and take a long trade, but it didn't really work out. I did get stopped out of that trade. Took about a $400 loss on that trade there. So nothing really that I'm worried about. But it's understandable, okay, to take losses here and there, right? It is a part of trading. I just understand that over a long period of time, I have a lot more, winning trades than losing trades, okay? And that's kind of the aim of the game, right? To have more winning trades than losing trades. And ever since I took that loss, right, I've kind of just been sat on the side, on the sidelines, right? Because there just hasn't been any good setups here, right? If we're zooming in and we're looking at the lower time frames, it's not great price action, right? It's pretty scruffy, pretty messy price action. But one thing that we can observe, right, is that we are actually losing, or we have already lost, as I should say, the mid-range of the parallel channel, right? We have now lost this level. We have also lost this anchored view up here from the previous range, well, the range low, okay, but the previous failed auction, the failed auction of the previous range low, okay, which of course I did take a long trade from, right? This was a really successful long trade that I took there. That has now been lost as well. Mid-range is being lost. Okay, so to be honest with you, there isn't much sign of strength here. Okay, there isn't much sign of strength coming into the market. And for me, I do just feel as though more downside is possible. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, I do honestly think that more downside is possible, right? And we've been talking about this a lot, right? We've been talking about this a lot, of course, with the members as well. But looking at this structure, right, and we can also look at it, and I'll draw it out in Elliott wave, right? We have wave one, we have wave two, okay, we have wave three. This is wave four, right? The expectation now really is, okay, that we come down for a wave five, which of course, I've been talking about this. I move below $56,500 approximately. Okay, that's kind of what we are looking at. Okay, a move below that level. And to be honest with you, right now it is looking pretty likely. It is looking pretty likely that we do see that. Let's pull a fib range from here, right? So what are we also doing? Right, so we're also losing the 50%. Okay. Of course, that's just the mid-range, right? But we're also losing the 50% of the fib range, right? So we're looking at a fib range here. And yeah, we are losing that, or we have lost that now as well. So let's bring up the fixed ranges. So of course we can see this range has been lost, right? We've lost the range. We've back tested it as resistance. Okay, that value area low, rejection, retested it again, rejection. Okay, so that is just not a sign of strength whatsoever. That is a very strong sign of weakness. We were building value below value area low, and now we have rejected off it twice. Okay, that is not looking too good either. We are below the POC of the entire range that we are in. Okay, we lost it, right? So we sort of failed auctioned it here, rise towards the upside, went to the POC of the mini range. Okay, rejected that. Of course, that was the long trade that we took there. Rejected off of that. Then we lost the value area low of the mini range. Okay, back tested it as resistance in confluence with the bigger range POC. Okay, then we did the same again. We back tested it, value area low of the mini range, POC of the bigger range. Okay, and then we got a big rejection off of that, and that's what we are seeing as of right now. That big rejection off of sort of that key that key level there. We've lost the VWAP, right? Okay, and we are now losing the 50%, or the mid-range, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we are now losing those levels. So for me, right, this is big signs of weakness, to be honest, and I do think that this is now okay. Wave 5 is looking more probable, right? We know how powerful Elliott wave is, okay, and it is just looking quite probable that we do see wave 5 being completed, bringing us down below $56,500. Okay, but of course, right, even if we do see price come down here, do I think it's all over? Do I think the bull market is over? No. Okay, I think, right, that there is a nice long trade from down here. Of course, I have to see what I want to see down there for me to enter into a trade there. But if I see what I want to see down there, okay, for a long trade, of course, then I will take that long trade, because we understand that after a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish counter, or even a bullish counter, right, we're expecting an ABC correction. Okay, we are expecting an ABC correction. So if we see what I want to see down here for the long trade, I will take the long trade, and I will be looking for an ABC correction. Okay, if I don't see what I want to see down here for a long trade, okay, then my expectation is, okay, maybe wave 5 will end a bit lower, right? We have major support coming in at 51,700 if we bring up the POCs here, right? We have major support coming in there, so maybe okay, we get the pullback to $51,700, and then from there we can get the ABC correction, right? Possibly. So these are just like scenarios that I'm drawing out, because these are highly probable scenarios now. They are highly probable scenarios because we are just losing support after support after support. Okay, we are losing support after support after support. So, to be honest with you, it is looking quite weak. Price is looking very, very weak at this moment in time. And I wouldn't be surprised if we did see price continue lower. So, for me right now, I'm not in any short trades. I would like to be in a short trade from up here. Okay, but yeah, the move happened way too quick for me to enter into a short trade there. But initially, right, that was kind of the level that I was looking at for the short trade. I didn't manage to get the short trade in there. So yeah, I understand. Right, okay. If we're going to get this big move down here, I want to take advantage of that. So I am going to be looking for a short trade on any like move towards the upside. Right, any move towards the upside I see, I will happily take a short trade, right? Of course, I need to see the setup, right? Because if I don't see the setup, I'm not going to take it, right? I'm not going to just FOMO into this, right? Because we know that is the first way, the first way of losing money, right? By FOMOing into moves, okay? That's how we see retail traders trading, right? That's exactly how we see retail traders trading. If I can find an example somewhere here. Um, Here, okay, here's a good example, right? What happened here? Okay, we had 6.6 million new long trades opening up, okay, on this breakout, okay, of a range, right? We were getting a break towards the upside, okay? Retail traders are FOMOing into long trades because there is a move towards the upside, a breakout towards the upside. What happens? Price then pulls back, forms a swing failure pattern, right? We then have, let's just have a look at we then have, just millions and millions of long trades that have opened up at the high here, okay, who are now underwater, trapped, okay, they are trapped traders. Okay, why do we know that? Well, we can visibly see here. Okay, well, first of all, we can visibly see open interest increase, 6.6 million positive delta. We know that 6.6 million new long trades have opened up in here, right? And then you can actually zoom into the candle, right? And you can see exactly where, these trades are opening. So we've got 9.5 million positive delta there. Uh, there. Okay, and then you can see like 9.7 here. POC is at the top, so we know that all of the long trades that opened up in here. Okay, we also understand that yes, there are probably some short trades that are getting wrecked in here as well. Okay, but we can see right a lot of long trades are opening as well. Right, this is kind of what I'm looking for. Right, we can see POC is at the high. Okay, so we know that the majority of the trades are opening up at the high of the candle, right? And then what happens is we form that swing failure pattern, right? So now the majority, and you can see here, right? There's hardly any longs opening up in comparison to the high of this, right? And then you've got the imbalance there as well. Okay, that big imbalance in price. And yeah, price pulls back, forms that swing failure pattern. Let's have a look. Okay, our reference level is $71,850. Okay, and price closed at $71,725. Okay, so we formed that swing failure pattern, right? And then what we started to see, okay, is some selling imbalances. Yeah, we then saw those long trades actually covering. Okay, and we know that because we can see here negative delta and open interest decreasing. Okay, and we can see that over time as well, right? We can see more negative delta here, open interest decreasing. Right, this isn't good. Okay, we get that pullback, pushes that price lower, where we then start to see some new shorts coming in, right, and then those shorts actually get wrecked, okay, because we see a rise towards the upside, right? So this is exactly what retail traders are doing. This is another perfect example, right? We have 20 million new short trades opening up here. Okay, what is this, right? Well, this is retail traders FOMOing into trades, okay, or trading a breakdown. Okay, well, yeah, there was a like a key level here. This is what traders are looking like, what retail traders are considering a trend line, a break of a trend line or something like that. Okay, And this is just stupid money, right? Stupid money FOMOing into trades, right? That's what breakout trading is. It's pretty much FOMO. Okay, that's how you could just identify or sorry, describe breakout trading. It's just literally FOMO trading. Okay, and that's not what we want to do whatsoever. So for me myself, I'm not trading like a retail trader. I'm not FOMOing into a short trade. I'm waiting for that setup patiently, right? I haven't seen any, short setup really on this way down, okay, like a high probability short trade setup. So I haven't taken a short, right? I am just remaining patient for a short trade, okay? Let's have a look at um yeah, there just hasn't been anything that I'm interested in shorting here. Even though price has been pulling back, I just haven't been interested in a short because I just haven't seen the setup. I haven't seen the confluence there, which is quite frustrating because the short trade was up from up here, and of course I did miss that short trade from up there. And yeah, initially, right, I would have taken profit off of that trade, but I would still have a portion of that trade open to take advantage of this move down because I understand that there are high probabilities of price coming all the way back down here. Um, so that's it. And on the way down, I'm not really interested in any long trades, to be honest with you. I'm not really aware of the naked point of controls here. I'm not that interested in. Let's just refresh myself in the monthly. Yeah. I'm just really not that interested in any long trades from down here, really. I understand we've got a GP786 in confluence with a naked point of control, and we are seeing absorption at this moment in time. Right, we are seeing big absorption, but I'm not one to really trade absorption off of an 8-hour time frame. Yeah, I'm not one to really trade absorption off of such a high time frame. Um, we've got $63,675, right? Where we have value area low with naked point of control. But again, I just don't like the level because we've just got this area here with just no real support other than that value area low and that naked point of control, and it's like it just doesn't look nice for me. I'm not really that interested in it. So I kind of just have to stay a little bit patient, right? And like I've talked about in the previous live streams, okay, the highest probability trade setups that I see are, of course, first of all, the long trade from range low, because of course we're looking at that ABC. We're looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish Elliott wave count to then form an ABC correction, right? That's kind of what I'm looking for down there. And then, of course, a short from all-time high. That's another one that I'm interested in as well because I understand that retail traders are going to be longing the hell out of all-time high. A break of all-time high, retail traders are just going to be longing the hell out of it. And the same thesis with this, right? I understand that retail traders are just going to be shorting the hell out of this, right? They're shorting the hell out of this. So I'm looking for a long trade whilst those retail traders are opening up the short trades, right? So for me at this moment in time, those are the two highest probability trade setups I see. Um, but of course, I've been taking a lot of trades internally here. But right now, I just don't see any internal trades to be had. I just don't see any. The last one was the short trade from here, which of course I missed. Well, actually, the last one was the long trade that I took here, okay, which was a nice long trade. Didn't go as high as I expected to, but I still took a TP1 on that, and it was still a profitable trade. We took $1,000 profit off of that trade. I then attempted to long again, and then took a $400 loss. So yeah, overall in that kind of area, it was like a $600 profit. But yeah, I would have really liked to have been short from up there. Yeah, the thing is, I can keep looking at it, and I can keep looking at it, and I can keep looking at it, but still, right? There's just no internal setup that I see as of yet. I'm just not interested in it as of now. So yeah, the thing to be doing right now is literally remaining patient and waiting for that next highest probability trade setup. It may come sooner than $56,400. It may come sooner. Okay, we could see let's pull up the value area low here. Maybe we see price take out value area low. We get a rise back up. Okay, then we get a pullback back down, taking out that low. Okay, maybe form some sort of swing value pattern, failed auction. Okay, that for me could be a nice long trade. Okay, so we could see something like that. Of course, these are just all examples. We could also see this being taken out. We could see price pull back here, making a higher low, where we then get bullish CBD divergence is coming in, and that pullback happens into GP786, right? So we have value area low, we have GP786, we have absorption, we have what else? We have a naked point of control as well. We have a daily naked point of control at that level, right? So there would be lots of confluence there for a long trade. The Tim Talk Show. Good to see you here. Haven't seen you here before, so it's good to see new faces. Just short it. You know what you want to. Yeah. I know. I want to short it, and I want to be short, but yeah, I can't give in to FOMO because I understand, right, that when I first got into trading, this is exactly what I would do, right? I would just enter into a short trade for the sake of it because I thought price was going to come down here, and that's not the way to be trading. As much as I want to be short right now, I need to see the setup. I need to have that risk management, okay? Because right now, if I entered into a short trade here, where's my stop loss going to be? Well, your stop loss kind of has to be kind of above this high here. That's a very, very deep stop loss, right? It's a very deep stop loss unless you're, using, really low capital or really low leverage. But ideally, right, if you're entering into a short here, like your stop loss should really be above this high here. Your stop loss, that's kind of looking at this. This is the invalidation really for me. And yeah, risk management wise, this just does not make sense to be shorting from here. I will wait for a setup on a lower time frame. And I will take that. But yeah, I'm not going to give in to FOMO. That's not what I do. I'm not an emotional trader. That's one of the key aspects of trading, right? Just getting rid of that emotion. Okay, we can see price pulling back here, right? And the setup to have had, I admit, right, I missed the short trade from up here, but the short trade to have had was from up here. Right, you take advantage of all of this, and if there is more downside, then of course you're taking profit on the way down, but you're leaving a little bit left in the trade to take advantage of that big move down. Okay, so that was the trade to have had. Yeah, and going back, okay, we had the short from all-time high here, and we understand that was a profitable trade, okay, and we had the short from this high here as well. That was a really, really nice trade. I took both of those from literally the exact high, And you know, that's kind of what I wanted to look for here. But yeah, I did miss that, unfortunately. But yeah, that would have been really nice. That would I'm pretty sure I shorted that high as well on a smaller time frame. So that would have meant that I've shorted all four peaks. But at this moment in time, I only shorted three of the peaks here because I did miss this one here. But yeah, at this moment in time, right, shorts are kind of favorable. And the reason why I say shorts are favorable is because, again, we're in the bearish market structure. We have A, we have B, we have 1, 2, this is 3, 4, and then, you know, the expectation is we come to form wave 5, okay? Because, of course, we have wave 4 up here. We have wave 3 here. We have wave 2 here. We have wave 1 here. Okay, expectation is that now you come and form wave 5. Okay, so that's still, you know, we're still in bearish market structure when we do that. Okay, so, you know, the expectation is, right, we could actually possibly still continue that bearish market structure. So, of course, we are expecting that ABC correction, right? But unless we break above the high of wave 4, which is at 72,134 approximately, you're still considered to be in that bearish market structure. So shorts are still going to be favorable. Even though I'm going to take a long from here, if I see the setup, right, I still acknowledge that we're in this bearish market structure and shorts are going to be favorable until we break this bearish market structure. So yeah, that is one thing to really keep in mind at this moment in time. That shorts are favorable, especially after losing all of this support as well. And yeah, I would love to be in a short. Yeah, just short it. You know you want to. Yeah, I do want to, but you know, it's not that I want to enter into a short now. I wanted to have entered into a short higher. But yeah, unfortunately, I missed that. We can actually scroll up to where that was. So we were actually in a long trade. Was it on? No, we were in a short trade. Then we were in a short trade. TP2 was tapped perfectly on that short trade. Came down to range low, and we literally tapped range low to the dollar. We tapped range low to the dollar there. And then we saw price rise all the way up to range high, where from range high, I said, WTF was that, because literally in a matter of a split second, we just saw this huge pullback. And I was looking for a short trade up here. I was, you know, actively looking for a short trade off of a failed auction, but price literally just dumped down. And yeah, it just happened too quick. And yeah, there's no way that I can enter into a short trade there. There's just no way. Like, yeah, for me and my risk management strategies, I much prefer to get the best possible entry, because as traders, I understand. Okay, I understand that even though I was looking for a short up here, I do not know up here that price is going to come all the way down here. I understand that if we break the range to the downside, that we can come all the way down here. I understand that. Okay, but at that time, we were range trading, right? We were shorting the range high, we were longing the range low. It was literally just range trading, okay, range bound price action here. And you don't know whether price is going to break towards the upside or towards the downside of the range, okay? We could have broken towards the upside. That's a possibility. So yeah, for me, how I was looking at this, so if we take a look at the Visionary Discord again, we can see that we pretty much closed that candle at the mid-range, okay? And mid-ranges tend to be the TP1, range lows tend to be the TP2 for me, okay, when we're range trading, right? So for me and my risk management strategies, right, I understand that this is just not a valid trade for me. I have to hold my hands up and say, okay, I missed the trade. The move happened too quick. I will wait for that next trade. Range actually broke towards the downside. We did get a big pullback after that. I did then take a long trade from the VWAP which we took a TP1 on. Okay, as you can see here, we're looking at this new range here. We took a TP1 at the range, and this is like a perfect example, right, of why you should always take, if you're range trading, you should always take a TP1 at the mid-range, and that's why I myself always take a TP1 at the 50% of a range, which is the mid-range, okay? As you can see here, took almost $1,000 profit off of that, left around $1,000 in. Stop losses at entry, okay, making it a risk-free trade. But I took that TP1 there, and here's a perfect example of why, okay, because what happened, we came up to the mid-range and we got a rejection, okay? So it's always very important to take a mid-range. The majority of the time, the price does actually come up to the range high, the majority of the time, okay? But let's say like 60, I'd say it's a bit higher than that, to be honest with you. Probably about between like 70 and 80% of the time, from range low, we do tend to see price coming up to range high. But there are those periods where we do see price literally reject from the mid-range, okay, and we see price pull back, okay? So for me, it's always really important to take a TP1 at the mid-range. It's always very, very important to do that. So yeah, and then I attempted to long again. I did attempt to long off of the reclaim of the value area low and the reclaim of the range low, and I did take a loss there. Yeah, $350 loss there. And I closed that week with what was it? Around $1,300 in a profit on that week, which was last week. So still a really, really good week, to be honest with you, but it's kind of like, just wish I had that short, I just wish I had that short. Any more comments coming in? You know what you're doing. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much, Tim, the Tim Talk Show. I'll have to, do you actually have a talk show? I'll have to have a look at that. But thank you very much. Yeah, I do like to think, and that I do know what that I am talking about. Of course, I've been doing this for, I've been trading for 4 years, 3.5, 4 years now. Profitably only 2 years. The time before that, I was just consistently losing money. But I always say this, right, and literally on every live stream I do, this Footprint software is the thing that really elevated my trading and really got me to that stage of profitability. Without this, I would not know how markets work whatsoever. I just would not understand how markets work, because markets don't, I say this all the time, markets don't work because price breaks out of a triangle pattern. It just doesn't work like that. I acknowledge triangle patterns, but I acknowledge fake outs of triangle. I look for fake outs of triangle patterns because I'm looking for retail traders to long. When they long and they become underwater and they become trap traders, that's when I'm looking to short. Okay, it's very simple knowledge once you understand it. Okay, and once you understand how markets work, right? There was a perfect example off of this here. So what was this? This was so May the 30th. Let's have a look. What were we? What was it? Is it? That's not. Okay, that was when I took the photo, right, on the 2nd of June. So May the 30th, right? Let's have a look. I was going to have a look at the time frame, 30-minute. Oh, we can look at it on the wire. Hey, May the 30th, right here. Right, so this is like a perfect example of how order flow just really, really helps you. I'll go over it very simply because, I know I understand that I talk about this all of the time. But basically, what I was looking at here, okay, was, of course, a range, right? I'd taken a long here, and then I took a long here, right? And then I was looking for a short at range high, okay? I understand, right? Retail traders are actually longing this breakout because we're getting a breakout of the VWAP, we're getting a breakout of the range, Okay, so we are getting a breakout towards the upside. But what happens after that break towards the upside is price starts to pull back. And what we can actually observe within the breakout, okay, so this is the breakout candle, we can see that 26 million new long trades opened up. Okay, you can see the imbalances, like really nice imbalances coming in here as well. Okay, so there were millions, like 26 million new long trades opening up here. On the failed auction, right, what happened? Well, all of these 26 million long trades are underwater. They are emotional, okay, and they are scared. So the majority, what we tend to see a lot of the time is that they cover early, okay, because they are very, very emotional traders, which of course pushes the price lower, right? And then when they start hitting their stop losses or they start to get liquidated, right, it pushes that price even lower. Okay, so price pulled back from like $69,000 all the way down to $66,600. Okay, and of course we took a really, really nice short trade on that, because 26 million stupid money took along here, okay, on the breakout, and didn't realize that if price starts to pull back, they're going to have to cover, meaning that they have to sell back into the market, which ultimately adds fuel to the fire and pushes the price lower. Okay. And this is what these retail traders don't understand. They don't understand how these markets work because they don't have the tools to read the market, okay, and read what's going on within the market. And that's what Footprint software gives you, right? It gives you the tools to understand what is going on within the markets, right? It doesn't give you clarity 100% of the time. Nothing does, right? In trading, nothing does whatsoever. But it gives you a really, 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 really good probabilities, right? Really good probabilities. Let's have a quick look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is pulling back as well. Solana, I was looking at Solana for a long trade actually, and I didn't end up taking it because we're now seeing what I talk about all the time. Triangle patterns, right? We're actually seeing a triangle pattern start to play out here. Again, this is something that I do not ever trade. This is something I never trade, and the majority of the time they don't play out as expected. But this one is actually broken towards the downside, back tested as resistance, and we are now getting a rejection, right? So this is actually playing out as a textbook triangle pattern. But I wasn't looking to trade this. Okay, I was looking to form a fake out of this daily level as well, failed auction that daily level, and then I was looking for the long trade up to here where I could actually look for a short trade up there. But yeah, that's kind of like the plan that I had, but yeah, that's not playing out. So I'm kind of ignoring that. Pepe, I was looking for a long trade on Pepe off of this anchored VWAP here. I didn't end up taking the long trade. I didn't end up taking that long trade just because I realized that Bitcoin was looking weak. So I didn't take the trade there. But I'm actively looking at trades at this moment in time. But yeah, I just don't see anything. The ES though, man, the ES is just pumping. It's just pumping, and the NQ as well. Just all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. But Bitcoin is pulling back. And we tend to see, right, these two markets actually be quite correlated to each other. We're kind of seeing the opposite right now. Let's take a look at the DXY as well. Yeah, the DXY isn't really, it's just kind of like consolidating here, really, isn't it? But ultimately, right, DXY has been rising over the past couple weeks. It has been rising. So, yeah, of course, when the DXY rises, we do tend to see Bitcoin pull back. So, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary there, to be honest. But yeah, I guess that next major level for Bitcoin, right, is that value area low, where we do have some confluence there with the naked point of controls, right? It's just, yeah, it's just not, yeah. I'll have to see what the order flow is looking like in the time when we come down to the level. Right now, I can't determine whether I'm interested in trading it. Um, I would have to see, right? I would have to see just excessive shorts opening up. Um, on the breakdown, let's call it, right? The breakdown of the value area low and the naked point of control. And then I would like to see like a reclaim of it. With yeah, of course, all of these shorts just being underwater and then most likely having to cover or getting liquidated, pushing the price higher. That's kind of like the only long trade that I could see from the level. Because even if we just formed like a simple swing failure pattern and I didn't see excessive short trades opening up, I'm not too interested in it. I'm just not too interested in it because we don't have like a clearly identifiable liquidity level there. If we had a clearly identifiable liquidity level back here, then I could take the long trade off of just long liquidations. I could, um, because I understand that we're getting a big player actually absorbing all of those all of those long trades selling back into the market, right? We'd be seeing just like mass absorption there. But yeah, and even if again, I've already talked about if we saw mass shorting here, okay, I'd be happy to take that. But if we didn't see lots of shorts opening up here, I wouldn't really be interested in the long trade, because with like a swing failure pattern, you don't have to see loads of shorts opening up. You can just see liquidity being swept. You can just see, for a long trade, you can just see longs getting liquidated, because what happens is those longs have to sell back into the market, right? But if price, right, sells off, and then we see the swing failure pattern, okay, back above. My mouse is really playing up today. I don't know what is going on. I think I do need a new mouse. What is going on with it? It keeps playing up. So annoying. Right, so yeah, if we see price pulling back, and where was I? Yeah, if we don't have these shorts opening up, if we don't have the shorts opening up, I'm not interested in taking it, because what we tend to see with like a swing failure pattern is if we see price pulling back, right, and we have a load of like stop losses getting taken out, right, that means, right, long stop losses, okay, that means that all of those long trades are selling back into the market. And when you see that, you expect continuation lower, okay, because you're selling into a market, right? But if you get loads of liquidations and then price actually starts to rise, then what you can actually, you can't visibly see it, right? But you can see it, right? But you judge it, okay? You can't, like, there's no indicator, like showing you. I mean, like, how do I say this, right? There's nothing like showing you what is exactly going on at that time. Okay, what you do is, of course, you look at the order flow and you can like read what is going on. You have to like intertwine things and then you get an understanding of it. But there's nothing like, there's no like, there's no, how should I put this, just like someone there telling you what is happening, right? That's not how it works, right? You have to read it, you have to understand it. And yeah, if you see, okay, loads of let's say short, well, you see loads of negative delta, but open interest is actually decreasing, so you're not seeing new shorts open up, you're seeing longs getting liquidated, then for me that is still a long trade, right? Because I understand that there is a big player actually absorbing all of the selling pressure. Okay, all of the selling pressure that's coming into the markets off of, right, not new short trades but long trades being stopped out. Okay, so yeah, I mean, like I could take a long trade off of that, but I'm not interested in it. I'm not really interested in it. I'd rather see loads of shorts open up and then the reclaim those underwater, okay, trapped shorts, and then the long trade from there. That's what I would prefer to see. So I say yes, like these levels I'm interested in trading, but I have to like see textbook trade setups there for me to enter. Otherwise I'm not interested, right? Because I have to remember, right? We're in this bearish Elliott wave count, and the highest probability move, okay, is actually all the way back down to the end of wave 4, which yeah, confirms wave 5, right? And then from there, you're looking for a long trade, right? Wherever that may end, okay, wherever wave 5 ends, you're looking for the long trade to take advantage of that ABC correction. That's exactly what you're looking to take advantage of. But for now, I just see weakness. That's all I see in the markets. I just see weakness. And it's not looking too good at this moment in time. Of course, if you've got any questions, just put them in the chat and I'll be more than happy to answer those. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Would really appreciate it. It helps me out, helps the channel out, and I can continue to bring this content to you. Yeah, at this moment in time, order flow is just not giving me anything whatsoever. Let's have a look at the TPO for a sec. So we're seeing shorts open up here. Nothing too excessive, right? It's just like, we've just been range trading really over the course of today. Or just been like, sorry, trading towards the downside rather than range trading. That's what I should have said. Yeah, I mean, this is just not price action that I'm really interested in trading whatsoever. I get this question every now and then of what time frame that I trade on. And I don't specifically trade on an exact time. Like I'm not stuck to a time frame. I'm not restricted to trading on a certain time frame. I just trade whatever time frame looks good. At this moment in time, like the 30-minute time frame, it just looks messy. There's no clear levels that I'm interested in trading. Kind of the same with the 1 hour. It's a little bit better. But at this moment in time, the nicest time frame to be trading is the 8 hour, which of course doesn't give you as many trade setups, but it gives you the highest probability trade setups at this moment in time. Because we understand, right, that the 1 hour is just very messy price action. I'm not too interested in it. And it's just, yeah, it's just bearish market structure. That's all we're in right now. And I mean, like when we're in bearish market structure like this, right? Okay, and I'm expecting lower prices. A lot of the time, I will draw like a fib. Okay, I will draw a fib, and I'll be looking for absorption, right? But even though we are drawing a fib, right, and we're looking at the GP, oh, let's just pull that there for now. We're looking at the GP being respected here. Okay, I then take a look at exo charts, right? And I just don't see anything that I like in exo charts. And it happens sometimes, right? I just don't see any long absorption occurring. So for me, I'm not really interested in shorting this fib unless we have absorption coming in. So yeah, there's just been no trade on this way down, really. And, we're just like front running levels as well. We front run this here. We front run this here, where I would actually be looking to take trades off of those levels. But yeah, there's just no. Yeah, I mean, this is where you can come into the lower time frame here, and you can see what have we got here. So that was yesterday at 7. So yeah, well, we had 17 million new long trades coming in there. So or sorry, 20 million. New long trades coming in there. So there could have been a nice short from there, to be honest. But yeah, for now, I'm just kind of remaining patient. I'm waiting for that next highest probability trade setup. And that's, that's what it is sometimes, is like a more of a swing trader. That's what I consider myself as, more of a swing trader, right? Swing slash day trader, because I do take the day trades now and then, but those day trades do tend to turn into swing trades. So yeah, it's just all about patience, right? You've got to remain patient. Patience is a big, big part of trading. Without patience, I don't see any way of becoming a profitable trader without patience. Because if you're not patient, then you're rushing into trades, or you're taking less high probability trade setups. Okay, or should I say, you're taking low probability trade setups because you're getting impatient. You're wanting to always be in a trade, and that's just not the way to go about it. It's just not the way to go about it whatsoever. Of course, if you've got any questions, put them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer any. Of course, as well, if you want access to the Discord, where I give, all of my trades away. Okay, of course, you get the daily market updates as well. then yeah, make sure you click the first link in the description. It'll take you over to this page right here, where you can gain access to that. You can also gain access to the visionary courses, the ExoChart templates, and of course the ExoChart courses are coming out this evening as well. So yeah, those are courses, new courses that are going to be added as well, and then I will have more courses in the future coming out. Yeah, just take some time to get them out there, but yeah, that's what is on the way. So yeah, if you want access to all this, where I literally give all of my trades away, then yeah, make sure you gain access to that. Of course, if you want the free Discord as well, that is just the second link in the description. But yeah, literally, like I show as well the trades that I take each month. I'm showing what my trades are looking like each month as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to be like transparent with you guys here. But yeah, if there are no questions, then I will probably leave it there. It's been live almost an hour. And I understand, yeah, I need to get these ExoChart courses out today as well. So I'm going to focus on doing that now, uploading them, because it is going to take some time to upload them. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there then. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody who has watched. Remember, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new as well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next live stream. Now, tomorrow, markets will be closed. Well, the stock market will be closed anyway, because it is a holiday in America. So just be aware of that. Maybe low volatility tomorrow. So yeah, nothing too exciting. But yeah, again, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Good to see new faces here as well. So yeah, I will see you in the next live stream tomorrow. So have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see